Hello, everyone. Hello, EP1. Hello, PE majors. And one non-PE major, as I recall. So, I hope everything's going well. Everything's progressing well enough. I'm having to record this lecture ahead of time, so there won't be any time-based comments on here. We'll have to watch the supplementary material and class notes for that. But this week, we are diving back into stress, specifically sentence stress, talking about how we place stress within a sentence. We've talked about syllable stress and word stress. Now we're using a bit more, and sentence stress is it's a bit more content-based, context-based, and meaning-based. We can change the meaning of what we're saying by where we place the stress in the sentence, and that's some excellent practice for us later on. So let's take a look. So if we understand sentence stress, this can help us understand spoken English, especially when it's spoken fast, when it's spoken quickly at a natural pace. So it's something that can help us understand quite a lot. Again, I don't want us to jump ahead too far in our own speech because I don't think our fluencies are at a high enough level. You might overemphasize your stress and again sound overly eager, overly angry, or things like that. I have to have the window open, so hopefully you're not too bothered by the road traffic, but the morning commute. But we'll see how that is. So the basic rule for sentence stress is that the important words are stressed. The unimportant words are not. That's the biggest thing. What you think is important, you stress. If you don't think it's important, don't stress it. So we see will you, my, because, I've, to. Now, we don't know what any of these things are right here, but we can see. So will you, my, because, I've, to, These are all functional words, but not content words. So it's something we'll need to talk about. Here, we see the content words sell, car, gone, France. These are the content words here. These are the nouns and the verbs. Here, the highlighter doesn't go away. So will you, my, because, I've, to. These words are not important, but these words are. So if you remove the content words from a sentence, you will not understand the sentence. The sentence has no meaning, no sense of it. If you remove the functional language, the non-content words, then you can guess the meaning, mostly. So words that carry the meaning are the content words. These are the stressed ones, the main verbs, the nouns, the adjectives, the adverbs, the negative auxiliaries. So main verbs like sell, give, employ. Nouns such as car, music, merry. Adjectives, red, and big, interesting. And even adverbs, quickly, loudly, never. And these are very important, negative auxiliaries. Don't do that. Aren't here. Can't go swimming. Those are very important for stress because if we don't stress those negative auxiliaries, it's very easy to misunderstand, to mishear them. Structure words are functional words. These add to the grammar, but not the meaning. So remember, grammar is not meaning in of itself. It provides the form, but it provides the function, but not the form, rather. So pronouns, the structure words, these are unstressed. Pronouns such as he, we, and they. Prepositions, on, at, into. Articles, an, and the. Conjunctions, and, but, because. And of course, auxiliary verbs, the do, be, have, can, must. Now again, there are exceptions depending on your choice as a speaker and what's important to you at the moment as you're speaking. And we'll get into those examples. So we see here again, these are the function words. The will you, my, because, I've, to, So we're missing 4 words, but we don't know what you to do. So the speaker's asking you about their something because they have something, but we don't know what. So if we remove the content words, yes, we can see here, the listener will not understand the sentence. There is no meaning to the sentence without the content words. That is very important, something to bear in mind in our future. Perfect grammar, if we don't remember our content words, is useless. And here are the content words. Will you sell my car? Because I've gone to France. So even if we just take sell, car, gone, France, well, those 4 words by themselves is difficult to guess the meaning, but with only a couple function words. You sell my car, gone, France. The meaning can be guessed. I've guessed at the meaning before. So let's take some examples. Focused neutral stress. This is the normal, regular way the sentences would be spoken. So when we talk about neutral stress, this is just the regular way. But depending on how you want to say the sentence, or what you mean to say, or what's important to you in the sentence, then you might place the stress differently. I passed the test yesterday. I passed the test yesterday. So what's important in that sentence? I passed the test yesterday. So the passed, test yesterday. That's what's important. But if we want to change what's important in the sentence, for example, if the question is, who passed the test yesterday? I passed the test yesterday. What's important here is who passed. So the stress there is placed on just here. We don't need to stress the other words in the sentence. Who passed the test yesterday? I passed the test yesterday. Did you fail the test yesterday? I passed the test yesterday. What did you pass yesterday? I passed the test yesterday. I passed the test yesterday. When did you pass the test? I passed the test yesterday. I passed the test yesterday. And these are examples of, depending on what's important, we can say and place stress on different content words. That's a very nice function of English that can be difficult to hear as a non-native speaker. So it can be honestly difficult for native speakers as well. It's a subtle part of the language and a subtle part of the communication. So in TV shows, or in comedies especially, there's often situations where somebody won't understand the stress of a sentence, and they'll misunderstand what's actually being said. All right. That is the end of our main lecture. There'll be supplementary material, of course, so please pay attention to that, and there'll be tasks and discussions, and hopefully we'll get back on Flipgrid as well. I hope you have a wonderful week. You stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you and goodbye. Just on a quick note here, this was a very short lecture in of itself. So I'm thinking about making a listening task that will be part of our lesson. So please make sure to pay attention to that, and I'll just be asking you to mark down where the stress is. Nothing too complicated, but it will be there. All right. Thank you. Thank you again. Goodbye.